Imagine holding a candle, not just any candle, a Shabbat candle, and a torch. Both are fire, able to consume and destroy, yet one is used for holiness and the other destroys. In this week's Parashat of Shemini, we realize something very special. There's the part where, at the beginning of the Parsha, where Moshe and Aaron together come out of the holy tent and they bless Am Yisrael, and the presence of God, the presence of Hashem, is shown to all of Am Yisrael. As soon as this presence is shown, imagine Am Yisrael sees the presence of Hashem. Hashem consumes the sacrifice with fire. And right after that, Aaron's two sons from the two out of his four sons, come and offer Hashem additional sacrifices, wanting to be closer to him, and get burnt and die. Hashem consumes them. Right after, we read about kashrut, the laws of kosher. And at the end of the parasha, God tells us, I am holy, therefore you have to be holy as well. And if I connect these 3 points together, in my mind, it tells me a story of the sanctity, the divine sanctity that Hashem places upon us is unimaginable. But if we don't restrain it, if we don't constrict it, if we don't put our boundaries, it can engulf us in a spiritual way, spiritual greed, you can say, and that will work against us instead of sanctifying Hashem. So the fire, the divine sanctity, has to be with boundaries. That is what gives us our freedom. Without that freedom, without the boundaries, we have chaos. And the freedom are the boundaries that the Torah place upon us. All the mitzvot. That's why in Bereshit, Hashem claims that we control the animals. But here it says, yeah, you rule over the animals, but you can't do whatever you want. You can't eat them all. There has to be boundaries. Now this week, we also had Yom HaShoah. And Yom HaShoah for me this year, it's closely related to what happened on October 7th of 2023. In a way that it's hard, I don't want to compare them. They're uncomparable in the number, in the amount of time that it happened. But what the Germans did to the Jews, Hamas did to 1,200 families in the south. Barbaric, unimaginable. And I'm going nowhere near theology here. I don't know the reasons of these happening. I'm just stating here what I see, the facts that we can see as lowly people that we are. Before the Holocaust, Jews in Europe and Germany had tremendous success. God had revealed himself to us. We cannot claim success upon our abilities. It's Hashem that gives us our abilities to succeed, to make money, for everything. And the enlightenment was so strong that the Jewish success was turned on its head. And we did not sanctify God with our success. And then there was the Holocaust. Before October 7th, we had tremendous success here in Israel. Baruch Hashem, we are such a young nation with tremendous success in the technology sector, in our economy. Yet, instead of turning that into Kodesh, all we did within ourselves is fight. And that fight brought upon us immense losses, unforgiving, because we were here, we're in Israel, and we have an army here in uniform, and we failed. We failed completely, but only for a moment, because then Am Israel came together to fight and to destroy the enemy. Revelation without discipline invites tragedy. And tragedy without renewal is despair. The Jewish answer is to harness fire with discipline and holy fences, turning grief into greatness and victims into guardians of light. Turn your success and everything you have to holiness. And we, as Am Israel, will succeed in getting closer to Hashem and bringing the Shekhinah closer to us. Shabbat Shalom.